Welcome back. We have Larry Maki returning to the show. It's great to have you back.
I'm so glad to be here. And you had a week off. And
I did.
A little bit of
recharging.
Yeah, recharging.
It was great.
Yeah.
It was great. I wish it came back to warmer weather, but you can't have it all eventually, right?
Well, they say it's going to warm up by July, so we're in good shape.
I should hope so.
Yeah.
I know. Anyway, you've got some great things that you've brought today that we're going to talk about.
I brought a hodgepodge of stuff to show you.
Sure.
We'll start out with these two little figures here.
Oh, they're like little miniatures.
They are. They're miniature thrones. Made in around 1902 to 1910 by a British firm. One of them is from a throne from 1066, and the other one is after that, which is the throne that all the monarchs sit on now, which would be this one here. That's the official throne.
Very cool.
Yeah, and they're hallmarked by the company that made them. They were made in London, England.
Are they sterling silver?
They are sterling.
Oh, how lovely.
And they're very
Beautiful.
collectible. They're people like those little miniatures like that, and they're kind of neat.
They are fun. Good for a dollhouse too, if you can afford sterling silver dollhouse.
Wouldn't that be? That'd be a
My
beauty.
daughter would be into it.
Oh, dear, that would be something.
Yeah.
I bought a couple of cigarette items. This happens to be from 1915. It was a.
Look at that. It's an old cigarette box.
It held 50 cigarettes in those days.
Right.
And it had the great logo. It's in beautiful condition. Tins have become very collectible. Tins of all kinds.
Oh, they are, truly.
And
look at that. That's
and
beautiful.
that one is in such nice condition for its age.
Yeah.
And the graphics on it are wonderful, you know, just beautiful.
How nice is that?
Yeah. And here's one if you were more ostentatious. This was a silver, a sterling silver cigarette box, and it's all hallmarked. It had another lining in it. This is a cedar line, but the top was cedar lined. It's missing now, but otherwise, it's a beautiful piece, and I think it's from, if I remember reading the hallmarks on it, I think it's from about 1920, out of England again.
Beautiful, very classy.
Yeah, it's a very nice piece. This little item here is interesting. It's an Oregon Railroad Navigation Company pass. You would get this if you were highfalutin. This happened to be from a senator in, a state senator in Washington, a man by the name of Clapp, Senator Clapp, and he was given that as a pass to get on the railway. In 1900, that was given to him when the railway first opened up, and
he could just use that whenever.
And he could just use that whenever he wanted. And they are collectible. Old railroad passes, given the different companies, have really become collectible, and especially when they're given to dignitaries.
Yes.
Yeah. I brought a. Well, let's go to this one for a moment. This is how hodgepodge it is, but these are a set of spurs. And they're from the Northwest Mounted Police.
No kidding.
They're dated 1915. They're unique because they have the long shank here, and these rowels are not spiked or anything. They're only round, which indicates that's what the Mounties had.
Right.
Later, as they got on, the shank would only be about that long where my finger is there, and these indicate the age of them, and they're marked as 1915. Very hard to find these kind of things anymore.
Were spurs just for noise making?
No, they were to if you needed to, if you had a horse that responded to you without using them, but it did give them, and that's why they didn't injure the horse. They would just give them a touch with that and let them know what they wanted to do.
Yeah.
So
very interesting.
Yeah, really interesting.
Yeah. We have time for, I think, probably one more
quickly.
Whoa. Hard to choose, I know.
I know. We'll leave those little cars.
Okay.
This is an old booklet from Kamloops, and it's
Souvenir
all the
views?
postcards.
Oh,
and
fun.
it's so beautiful to look at. Now, there's a good shot of it there, and it shows some scenes in there, especially the downtown scenes. That's the old courthouse. You can see how there's nobody around it. There's some of those big homes. I think that one white one is still there, up on the hill behind the courthouse.
Sure.
And then it goes in and shows you the high school. It had just been finished. There's Royal Inland. You can see if it was if you had a magnifying glass a little bit more, you could see the old cars there. They're unbelievably old. The old ambulance is sitting out in front, and
Where did you find this?
I've got a bunch of that stuff. It's one of my favorite things, to do. Is I love
old
the history of
pictures.
Kamloops.
I know, it's great.
And the school that they show in there, it's the Allen Matthews School, but they called it the high school.
Yeah.
And before that, the only way you could, they had the high school was over the livery stable downtown. Otherwise, you had to send your kids to the mainland, to the
Early
lower
days.
mainland, to get them educated past the 8th grade.
Early days.
Yeah.
Very cool. We're out of time, Larry. I wish we had more time.
Oh, there's may I say just one
Yes.
small thing? There's
Yes, let's sneak you in.
the Powwow Grounds has their flea market start on May the 7th, and that's the same day as that Wall of Human Flesh up at Juniper. They open the whole place up to
The garage sale.
sales.
Yes.
So any of you people that go there, and I know there's going to be a lot of you, come to the Powwow Grounds after. You can move around, you can park easy.
Sure.
And there'll be a lot of wonderful stuff after that one.
May the 7th.
May the 7th, yeah.
Awesome, Larry. Thank you for being here.
Thank you.
Quick break. We'll be right back. Stay with us.